India, the largest producer of milk and milk products in the world, has been grappling with stagnant milk production over the last fiscal year. Milk prices have also increased by 12 to 15% in the last 15 months. Inflation in milk has gone up from 3.81% in February 2022 to 9.65% in February 2023.
Yes, we are looking at some sort of a milk crisis given the fact that in FY23, the flush season was particularly bad and there was inadequate milk supplies coming from the animals. And the main reason for them was one, the fodder costs were too high for which the farmers underfed them, leading to a decline in production per animal yield. Secondly, in the COVID months, the milk prices were very low, and because of that, the artificial insemination programs could not take place in the right earnest. Plus, there is also an impact of the lumpy skin disease, which happened in central, western, and northern parts of the country.
Now, after more than a decade, the Indian government is mulling importing milk products like butter and ghee once again. It said last week that if such a decision is taken, imports would be routed through the National Dairy Development Board or NDDB to ensure that the market is not distorted and the interests of dairy farmers are protected. While milk production in India has been steadily growing, we saw a weak flush season in the last fiscal. In the flush season, when supplies are more and the prices are less, companies and cooperatives convert milk into skimmed milk powder, butter, ghee, etc., so that these can be used during the lean season, which starts April onwards. The last fiscal's weak flush season, combined with a tough summer ahead, is expected to cause a shortage in milk products. While experts believe liquid milk supply might not be hit badly, they do think it will be costly because the supplies are shrinking. In a statement released on Thursday, the central government accepted that there is a demand and supply gap in the dairy sector, and there have been demands from several dairy cooperatives for import of conserved dairy commodities like milk fat and powder. But the government is yet to take a call on it. The centre's cautionary stance comes in the wake of a letter written by former Agriculture Minister Sharad Pawar, claiming that such imports would hurt farmers.
India is not going through any milk crisis. Generally, people are calling crises because of increase in prices of milk and milk products in the last 15 months, which is around, again, 14 to 15%. After COVID, from March 22 or till mid of 21, there was not a single price increase in spite of feed cost or feed ingredient cost increase. So farmers were spending more on production of milk and getting less. But now, or charging to the consumer is right price. I don't expect now prices to go up. But what we also have to ensure the prices also don't go down. So Government of India has clearly clarified to import small quantity only for the cooperative through NDDB, which fall short if they. So it, and also at the market prices.
While most experts believe that the situation is caused due to more immediate factors and effects might not be very long lasting, they also suggest a few medium and long-term measures.
Milk production in India is steadily growing at 7 to 8% annually. The problem here is fodder. Your fodder supplies aren't growing up correspondingly. That is where the investment has to come, that you have to have a stable feed policy. And fodder, as already dry fodder, you face a 40% shortage between the demand and the supply. So you need to have a supply of fodder. You need to have policies to ensure that fodder production goes up, or make some alternative arrangement that the fodder prices are down. Too high for fodder prices means that in the going forward also, farmers may be forced to underfeed their animals.
I think long-term policies, so we must have some agency for buffer storing. I mean, when 2 years back we had enough skim milk powder or white butter, we could have stored it, and now we would have released it. So buffer stock storage of milk commodity is required to take off such fluctuation.
Experts therefore have welcomed the government's stance on focused imports through the NDDB and believe the crisis, if there is one, is likely to be resolved by September or October, the beginning of the next flush season. However, they do stress that long-term focus on increasing fodder yield and dairy stock will be imperative in avoiding such situation.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.